afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maya Karan. For those of you who don't know, I do run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style. If you are into that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to this channel. That way you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. So, last week or a couple of days prior, I did my 6 tips on how to always be classic and stylish. This is part 2, so we have 6 more tips, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you is the perfect dress for any occasion. And I bought a dress recently from another store that is purple. The perfect dress for any occasion no longer needs to be in a little black dress, LBD. Not necessary. So let me show you this one. Puff sleeves. I absolutely love the dress. I've worn it so many times. But has a V-neck, and these sleeves are see-through. I don't know if you can tell. And then at the bottom, it's a little bit of ruffles. And I'll show you here on this side what it looks like. But that dress can be worn just about anywhere. It can be worn to work. It can be worn to brunch. It can just be worn out wearing errands. It can really even be worn at a wedding. Maybe like kind of like a brunch wedding. Like maybe something like in the afternoon. But yeah, the perfect dress for any occasion, and really also it depends on your style and also what you do. If you're a person that's jet setting, is always going to movie premieres and is always, going to galas and things like that, then of course that's not going to be your dress for any occasion. And really, you probably won't be wearing the same dress every single time on the red carpet. But if you're someone like me who's, family oriented, loves hanging out with friends, loves going to brunch, with my fiance and our son, then that dress right there fits an occasion for all of that, because I can go to brunch, I can go to work, and I can really run errands in that dress as well, like I did on Monday when I went grocery shopping. Okay, my next tip for you guys, which I have recently started doing, is to step outside of your comfort zone and then put your spin on it. So let me give you an example. This dress, absolutely love this dress. It is from Zara. This dress is completely see-through. The sleeves, the front, the back, all of it, absolutely see-through. Now, I know for some people, what they wear with this would be a bralette and maybe some shorts or a mini skirt. That's not me. That's not how I dress. So let me show you how I chose to put my own spin on it. So, as you can see, what I did is, of course, I was wearing heels, and I believe my hair was up in a bun, but I just put a midi-length bodycon dress under it, and then I just cinched it in the waist, and that absolutely worked for me. And then another way that I wore it is I actually just left it open, and then I wore a long black or an even longer black dress. Just because you're stepping outside of your comfort zone doesn't necessarily mean that you have to abide by or you have to wear that trend 100% to what most people do. Like I said, put your spin on it. If you're not comfortable coming out of the house half dressed, then find a way to put your spin on it. But just don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone just a little bit. And I myself have been doing that a little bit more. Okay, the next tip is monochrome. And I know that when most people think of monochrome, they think of just all black cat. That's not what I'm referring to. If you don't know, gray is my favorite color. It's classic and it's chic to me. So most of the time, especially if you follow me on Instagram during the cooler months, you will find that I wear a lot of monochrome and it's gray. Monochrome just pulls an entire look together. It could be bright orange, it could be bright yellow, because colors look really good with melanin. But it will pull a look together. It will look chic, it will look classic, and you will look so stylish when it comes to monochrome. And monochrome doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be all the same shade. So for instance, let's talk about green. You could have a, let's say like a seafoam satin kind of midi dress, and then with a sweater, or that could be a skirt, and then the sweater could be a dark green, or it could be more of your typical green. It's still monochrome, but it's in different shades. And then of course you could wear green shoes, but with that, I would suggest something like your nude. Not beige, but nude. Y'all have heard me harp on this time and time again. Nude, your complexion. Not that beige mess that they show you when you walk into the store and you ask for nude. I'm not pale. But anyway, monochrome. Try it with, let's say, if you're a color person, I would say start with your red, your green, and your blues, and also yellow. Yellow, again, looks very good on melanin. If you're not into color, then I would suggest to stick with your neutrals. I would say start with black or start with camel. Camel looks, especially in the wintertime, or brown. Camel looks really sophisticated when it's done monochrome. Okay, this next tip, which might be a little unconventional, but I believe in it wholeheartedly, is don't let numbers get in the way. When I refer to numbers, I'm talking about the sizing in y'all's clothing. There is nothing wrong with anybody who is watching this or with anybody who needs to hear this. There is nothing wrong with your body, okay? Don't walk into a store and let's say, for instance, H&M. I don't know if most of you know this, but you might notice that when you walk into H&M, you might wear a size or even 2 sizes too bigger than what you normally wear. The reason for that is because it's European sizing and it's actually smaller. They build their clothes smaller than what they do here in America. I don't know how many times I have to say this. There is nothing wrong with your body. If you walk into a store and you normally wear a size 4 but it's too small, try the size 6. If you absolutely love a piece, don't leave it in the store because you have to go up in a size. And you're like, well, Maya, you've been the same size since the 6th grade. That is correct, but I have never, actually, I get kind of excited when I go up in size. But anyway, that has never deterred me from buying anything. Don't let numbers get in your way. You are beautiful exactly how you are. But that's my next tip for you guys. The next tip that I have for you guys is to maintain your appearance. I'm not talking about butt implants, Botox, titties, any of that. Boobies, butts, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about maintain your daily appearance. When I say that, I mean when you get out of the shower, put lotion on, put something on your face. When you walk outside of the house, make sure that your clothes don't have any stains on them. There is nothing worse than seeing a beautiful woman and she has stains all over her clothes. You kind of look at her sideways like, you okay? Everything okay? Same thing with shoes. Make sure y'all are getting your taps redone. Again, there is nothing worse than seeing a beautiful woman. She's walking down the street, but you keep hearing this clickety clack, and it's actually like a shrieking sound. That's because her taps need to be replaced. So just maintain your appearance. I'll give you another example because I abide by this all the time. I hate ironing. So when I walk into a store and I'm looking at pieces, I try to imagine myself after I've washed them and they come out of the dryer, whether or not I'm going to have to iron it. I hate ironing. When I was little, I used to show my father my Sunday clothes wrinkled on purpose so he would iron them for me. That's how much I hate ironing, and I still do to this day. So most of the clothing in my closet do not require ironing. So maintain your appearance. It's just the simple things. The lotion. If you feel like you need to put on makeup, then put on makeup, or maybe put on a little bit of concealer. Just maintain your appearance. You know, like I said, there's nothing worse than seeing a very well-dressed woman and she has BO, or she has stains all over her clothes, or her teeth are not, maintain your appearance. Y'all know what I mean. Keep your appearance up. The last tip that I have for you guys is to always overdress. And if most of y'all know me, or the people who do, know that I am always overdressed. Whether it be a cookout, whether it be just running errands, whether it be going out to brunch. Well, one of the purposes of brunch, is to wear new clothing or a new piece that you got. But for instance, we went last year, of course, when everything was open, we went to Carowinds. I wore a sundress. Of course, I had on flats. I did not have on heels. As far as overdressing is concerned, you still have to be practical. You're not going to be traipsing around an amusement park in heels, although some women try to do it and they look crazy by the end of the day. But just, always get dressed for yourself. If you're feeling very fun, flirty, and sexy today, then put something on that makes you feel like that. So when I say overdress, I'm just saying make sure that you are dressing how you feel, or make sure you dress so you can feel good about yourself. Because as I always say, when I look good, I feel good. So you guys, that is my 12th and final tip. Again, I will link up here, part 1. If you have any questions or any comments, or if you would like to know how I put an outfit together, definitely put that down below. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and you can also follow me on Instagram. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.